All right, so here's where we are. First of all, I've never seen anything like this. So if you know anything about this beneficial ownership information reports, this Corporate Transparency Act, then you know that this is insane. So we have been ping-ponging back and forth for the last year, which is great that I get to make 1,000 videos, but also just absolutely bizarre to see something like this. But maybe this is par for the course. So, I guess write your congressman. All right, so here's where we are. So if you remember, I put out a quick announcement beginning of March that said you may or you may not be required to file BOI reports, and that FinCEN would put some sort of interim rule out there to let us know what's going to happen. Well, they did. So at the end of the month, end of March, we have a interim final rule, which at this point, somebody's just making this stuff up. That's not even a real term. So we have a temporary final rule, which is, well, there you go. And then here's what it is. If you are a U.S. company, no BIR reports needed, right? No beneficial ownership information reports are needed. It only at this point applies to foreign companies that are doing business in the U.S. So, that's it. So all this back and forth, a bunch of you have probably had BOI reports filed either on your behalf or you've done it yourself. You got your FinCEN number, you have, crossed every I and dotted every T, strike that, reverse that, and here we are. You don't have to do it. So, unless you're a foreign company doing business in the U.S. or one of our tribal lands, the Corporate Transparency Act no longer applies to you. If you happen to be a foreign company and the BOI report is required, then you have two deadlines to worry about. Number one, if you were in existence prior to March 26, 2025, then you have until April 25th, 2025 to file your BOI report with FinCEN. If you were not in existence as of March 26, 2025, then you have 30 days from the date that your registration with whatever Secretary of State in whatever state you have registered with becomes active to file your BOI report. Now, again, if you are a U.S. company, it doesn't apply to you. So there you go. If you want to see the interim final rule, you can do that. There's a link through FinCEN's website that will take you to the rule. There's 50 days to comment on the rule. So, what does this mean? This means right now you don't have to file. It does mean that there probably is going to be a final rule. We can only hope. And so if there is a change that needs to be made, we will see that come down. Like I said, I think you've got 50 days from March 26, 2025, whatever that is. So it's probably end of April, beginning of May, somewhere in that region. If you want to comment on this interim final rule, you can do so. Interested to see what your insights might be as a U.S. currently exempt from reporting entity, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So, if you have questions, hit me up here, whatever social media link this is on. Full videos are always going to be available on YouTube. Appreciate comments, feedback, like I said, questions. And then if you're not talking to a lawyer or a CPA about this already, feel free to reach out. And obviously I can help you in the state of Ohio. And if we can't help you, then hopefully I can put you in front of somebody who can. So, there you go. Legislation at its finest. Not required to report at this point, for now.